So in this video we are going to learn how to set up your trade in GCM. At the moment I don't have a trade right here, but your trade is supposed to actually reflect here where there are no open positions once you place a trade. So how do you do that? Let's quickly go to the GCM, which is actually right here, and then all you're going to do, by the way, there are two options. Let me begin with one. The first strategy I'm going to show you, which is of course the simplest, and it is best for the learners. It is so friendly. So first we are going to go to the bots, and then we are on manual by default because DCA is right here under manual, and then you scroll down here until you get DCA features. I'm giving you the settings for features, and I need to get DCA, which is of course features, and I need to click start. So once I click start, first I need to go to the coin that I want. You need to be knowing which coin to trade, and here I am interested in Solana, so I'm going to click on Solana. It has been picked already, so I'm going to click on OK, and then here you are going to set how much you want to trade, but set at least less than 10% of your capital. So I'm going to set here, let me say I can give it like 10 USDT, which is okay. Or you can simply drag right from here. There you'll be changing the initial position. That is the initial position actually. Or you can call it the base order size, okay? So I think I can trade with a 10 or 8, around that. Let me leave it at 8. So I want you to watch right here under leverage. Under this leverage, once you change the leverage, the liquidation price changes. So if I over drag it, the liquidation price will be 74, and that's a big risk. So that's why you're even seeing that the line is red. That's what I love with this GCM. So the more you keep reducing, the more you reduce the risk. So I can see that here I can only be liquidated if Solana drops to $65. Will it drop to that? Of course no. Now let's try to do the long position. So let's say I clicked on long, I mean short. Let's try short. So once we select short, you can see that with the leverage of 6, we can only be liquidated if Solana goes beyond 90. Okay, so the market is at the bear market, and I believe my short will work, so I'm going to leave it at short, and I want to be safe, so I've reduced my leverage to a leverage of 5. Sorry about that noise. Don't forget to reduce the max orders to 1. Don't forget to reduce the max orders to 1, and then choose whether you want to a single trade or you want a cycle. So here you can select cycle for 7 days, 2 days, 2 weeks, 30 days. It's your choice, and then leave the rest except maybe the take profit. Depending on your capital you can choose, but that's the default take profit, of course. They give you the take profit depending on your capital and your settings. So after that, I want to make at least with the money I have, I just want $5, okay? And then after seeing that everything is okay right here, you can now set your trade. I can start the trade, and then we should be, now you can see the order has been placed. So to prove that our order is pressed, the system is going to update right here, and we shall see it right here. Like you can see, we are already in profit. That is the unrealized PNL. This robot reads exactly what's happening in your exchange. So sometimes you don't need to go to the exchange or to verify that your account is actually working. Also, you can come right down here and prove. And this system is so live, it updates every second. It updates every second, as you can see from there. Okay, and the unrealized P&L is still shown right from here. And you can also go to your exchange to prove that your trade is running. That was actually the first strategy I showed you. So right here you can see our trade is already running. We selected the initial position of 7, which is right here, and the liquidation price is exactly 92, just like we selected from the other side. You can see that, and your trade is running. But because I want to show you the functionality of the robot, and I want to show you two settings. We are done with the first setting. The second setting is also very simple, but it's more of the advanced guys, those who understand the market really very well. So let's go back to the robot, and I want to show you that this robot handles everything within the robot. So right here, if you feel you want to stop your trade, there's nothing like fake stopping like other robots do. Just tap right here and boom, your robot will be closed. It has closed. Okay, so now when I go to my Binance and see if I still have a running order, I believe I want to get a running order right here. So there is no running order. So let me go back and give you the second settings. Okay, so under the same DCA, the second settings look very simple. With this same video I have given you, I have so far lost this 0.08 as a realized P&L. That's just for you guys, to let you know that the robot is functional, to let you know that the GCM is actually functional. So the second settings, you may decide to go with this option, especially if you are experienced or if you want to learn. Try this and thank me later. So first, you just have to come to the markets, and I think I prefer this for everyone if you want to do settings. So if you go to the markets, just scroll right up here, get your coin. I believe you already know the coin, or you can just decide to click right here under 24 to pick the gainers, or tap here again in the same position to pick the losers. Okay, and also tap in the same place to go back to the normal market trend. So right here, like I told you, I love Solana, so I'm going to come back right here on the Solana, and once you tap on any coin you pick, you're given a chance to do the market analysis. So you can just decide to widen this and try to do some analysis if you know how to do them, and then read the candlestick. This one is actually showing me there's going to be an upward trend, but we are in the bear market, so I trust a short signal more than anything. So for that case, me, I'll go for signal. How do you do that? I mean, I'm going to go for short. How do you do that? Just come right here and click on trade. Click features, which is right here. Or you want to go for spot, you can go for that if in case the market is going up. Okay, so I'm going to click on features, and then the position will be opened. Remember, it was Solana, so I have to go and select Solana and click OK, and then I want to short it. Of course, I short it, and then here I'm going to trade with at least either $10, or I can just drag right here and reduce it to, I think I should trade with 8. Okay, it is your choice actually, and then monitor this. So if I trade with 8, a short will be liquidated if Solana goes to 80. So that means I'm risking much, but I want to reduce it to want to go to 90 because I don't want Solana to liquidate me before I make some money. We are not here to get liquidated, we are here to make profits. So you can see the difference with this. This is so unique in its own way. The leverage, sometimes you said the leverage, you don't know what it means, but now with this GCM, you actually know what the leverage does. Okay, so the more you reduce, the more the risk. The more you increase, the bigger the risk. Okay, now you know that. I think, is there any way you can go to get these settings? And then of course the other settings remain the same. And then single, you can choose either to go for single, cycle 7 days, cycle 2 weeks, cycle 30 days. It's your choice. I'm going to leave it at single. And then you can set your stop loss in case you don't want to lose any money. Once the floating loss go to 15, the robot will jump off the market. The profits, you can set your profit. You may want to set it at 5. Okay, and then set a trade. As simple as that. So once you see the order placed new, just know your trade is already running. Okay, so that is that. So I think I have showed you everything you need to know about the DCA settings. This is actually a manual for AI. I'll also show you the settings. Okay, so our trade is running. Just to prove that, we need to go back to the exchange again and check if it is running. Yes, our position is already here and it is running. So next I'll show you how to do other settings, but I wish you allow me to go step by step to give you the right content you need, because yes, we want to do the settings, but we need to understand how the GCM Traders works. With that being said, thank you for watching and have a blessed day. Bye bye.